again. I'm so glad you could join us today on Glass with a Class, where we look at beautiful pieces of depression glass, and sometimes other types of glass. I'm June Anderson, and as you might guess, I love depression glass. Come on in and see what we're looking at today. Here it is. It's an odd named pattern from MacBeth-Evans Glass Company called S pattern. It was manufactured from 1930 to 1933. Its nickname is Stippled Rose Band. I don't know if the camera will catch these tiny roses or not, but they're here along the rim of this 5.5-inch cereal bowl and in the middle. Very petite and lovely. To have been made for only a few years, it came in lots of colors. Pink, some amber, green, Firedome red, Monax, and light yellow. It also came in crystal, and crystal with trims of silver, blue, green, and amber. Now there are limited amounts of some pieces and colors, so if you want to collect this pattern, you'll want to keep that in mind. You may have to mix colors, but that's okay, it'll be knockout. It didn't come in a wide variety of pieces either. For instance, the only bowls I saw listed in my Jean Florence 14th edition Depression Glass Encyclopedia was this 5.5-inch cereal bowl and a little larger bowl, the 8-inch berry bowl. I'm not sure why they did this, but they made two different sugars and creamers. One they call thick and one they call thin. Obviously, because one set was thicker than the other. But I just think it's odd that they would make only a few different pieces, yet they include two styles of sugars and creamers. Then they had a couple of different 80-ounce beverage pitchers, about half a dozen sizes and styles of plates. Cup and saucer, again 2 styles, thick and thin, a low-footed sherbet, and 4 sizes of tumblers. Mr. Florence said if you find a pink tumbler that has a molded pattern, it will be a dogwood pattern, not this S pattern. He said the only pink tumblers found in this S pattern have an applied silk-screened design onto the glass. Well, this was all quite interesting, don't you think? I thought it was. Let's set our little pretty bowl aside and go into our class portion of Glass with a Class. Today's is another short one. How do you pronounce this word? Caramel. I've heard it pronounced 2 ways, caramel and caramel, or caramel. I say caramel because there's an A in the middle that I just don't think should be overlooked. And I was brought up saying caramel. That's usually how it goes. You say things the way you were raised to say them. However, if you look on a map of California, about halfway down on the coast on the Monterey Peninsula, you'll see Carmel, or Carmel, also known as Carmel by the Sea, or Carmel by the Sea. Clint Eastwood was their mayor back in the 80s. This town is called Carmel or Carmel, but not caramel. The pronunciations of these words differ from region to region in North America, and I think they're all okay. It just depends on where you're from and what you prefer. Having said that, let's not try to correct someone who says it differently than you. They're right, and so are you. Now, I didn't find caramel in the Bible, but believe it or not, Carmel or Carmel is in the Bible. In the Old Testament book of 2 Kings chapter 2, verse 25, it says, "He went from there to Mount Carmel, and from there he returned to Samaria." Well, now I want caramel cake. Maybe I can run down to a nearby restaurant that I know of that has it on their menu a lot and get some. I can pick out one of my prettiest little depression glass plates, flop it on there, and eat it up. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll come back next time for more glass fun. God bless you and yours. Bye-bye.